Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing good and you're having a good day. We had rain here finally after about a month of no rain whatsoever. It was a lot of it, and everybody's happy about it. But yeah, we had quite a bit of rain. And anyway, um, what I'm going to do today is a Loli style. Loli comes from Lolita. Okay, if you're not familiar with the term. Let me see, everything looks good. Yeah, if you're not familiar with the term, it comes from Japan, and it's influenced by Victorian clothing and some of the Rococo, but the idea is that it has to be cute, okay? And skirts are usually short, and they have to have either a petticoat or a crinoline. And let me just show you an image or two of Loli styles. It's a lot about cosplay and stuff like that. Let's get one of these larger. These are the Loli styles. Now, one of the subgenres is the Gothic or Goth Loli. And this is usually, it's got black, a lot of black, and it might have some dark red, it might have some purple. Let's change this here with goth. Let's put a goth in front of it so that you can see better. And as I said, there might be other colors like a dark green, but generally any other color that is in there will be dark, well, except for the white. Sometimes you can find white too. But nevertheless, what I'm going to do today will be... Hi, Sweet Pea. Hi, Elaine. Thank you for making it. Hi, Carlene. Hi, Catherine. What I'm going to do today is do Skinner Blend stamped mokumegane using excuse me, using one of Polyclay Play's own brands of, and I've shown you this before, of rollers. She's got these beautiful texture rollers, and I thought that it would fit really good because it's got all this heart thing, and I thought of making a specific type of Skinner blend that would make it, because obviously you can see I have red and black. These will be colored with red and black. It would be a really neat goth style Lolita, and if any of your kids or grandkids or I don't know, nieces like this kind of stuff, then it would be, and it's good not just for Halloween, because a lot of people wear the Loli style on Halloween for parties and stuff. So what we are going to do, number one, we note that the texture, remember I was telling you before that, and I'm saying that for people who are newer to the craft, that textures can be divided in two, and those are innies and outies. They are not belly buttons, but that's how they are called. What are the innies and what are the outies? The innies are the ones that press, they are like stamps. They press the pattern into the clay, while the outies leave the pattern standing up from the clay. And that is very important, especially when we are doing this type of moku megane. Now, I'm going to actually make 2, just because you can make it in 2 ways. You can make just with the basic one, but then you can make it using a top sheet that's going to be also a Skinner blend. So to get it, and I'm going to use just this small art cutter, just to make the colors. First, of course, I lose my square cutter, because I always lose it. I've been working as usual on stuff, and things have the habit of disappearing on my table here. Anyway, we can actually do it with this, because I'm going to need 2 of them. I'm going to make 1.5 actually for one of the sides, because the sheet on top is going to be very, very thin. So it doesn't really matter what cutter you use. It's a good idea to use the cutter you're going to work with, of course. And then I'm going to do the same for the silver. Now, if you have graphite clay, use that instead of the combination of silver and black. I don't, I'm out. So this is actually how you get the graphite clay. So this will be for the top. Now, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I'm going to use 1/2 of red and 1/2 of black. Yeah, I figured out I have to tell you the truth. All this past week I had a really bad issue with sleeping. I just couldn't stay awake. I think I slept 18 hours out of 24. And then I figured out why. I had started to take high amounts of niacin, because my last cholesterol blood work didn't show up too good. Okay, so now I'm going to put about, you measure this, and about half of it is going to go, oops, to the top, and we are going to get this to do the Skinner blend. Because it's an unusual shape, I'm going to first get it kind of like this. So I figured out by Friday evening, I mean not evening, Thursday evening. So Friday I stopped taking it, same for Saturday. Saturday I was still kind of sleepy, but I had a carb attack. I'm not sure if I ever told you, but I have this stupid thing. Oh, I put them wrong. God damn it. They're not supposed to be like this. Just a second. Good thing I still have those. We're not supposed to be like this. I put the red on the silver. Okay, so for some reason I've been having chocolate cravings, and for some reason, instead of getting, as I normally, when I have that, I get a small bag of M&Ms. This time I chose a bag of Andes mints. And as I said, I'm not sure if I told you this, but sometimes when I eat certain carbs, I get toe cramps. I am like nobody. Okay, so now we are good. And as a result, I couldn't even have the members live. I rescheduled it for Tuesday because they lasted for a long time, and I couldn't have had a live in which I would be every couple minutes. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Hi, Christina. How's the weather in Romania? Are you done with the rains? Yeah, I think I said that before. I watched the news and all Eastern Europe was hit by Cyclone Boris. And people died. There were such bad floods. Going to do the rolls up to a point, not entirely, because we need the sheen. Okay, so yeah, you guys might want to go look at Polyclay Play, because she's got some really neat new stuff. And please don't forget to use my affiliate link. I am so sorry that they don't make anymore. They had that I don't know about Lily's chips. I usually don't eat sweets. I eat just fruit. But sometimes I get chocolate cravings, and it's just, I've always been, all my life I've been a chocoholic. So looking how it looks like, I might just use plain black and red. We'll see here. Where was the most people killed? Was it Transylvania? So I thought I read Banat. And I saw some horrible videos on YouTube with Bucharest, so. Okay, after this, I think I'm going to start just folding. This should be good. Now I think I'm going to actually go a little darker than this. I'm going to add, so it would be like a full half heart, because this one doesn't have to be too shiny. Yeah, I'm gonna look. Do they have it on Amazon? Usually my sweets, because remember I told you before, being a cancer survivor, I'm avoiding sugar, refined sugar that is. So I eat fruit and like yogurt in which I put frozen fruit with a little bit of either stevia or sucralose. But from time to time I get these chocolate cravings. And it has to be chocolate. I'll look for them on Amazon. I have one of those big bars of dark cocoa chocolates that you can find at Aldi's. I usually get the 80% or 90%. But I was completely out, and I was with my best friend, and we stopped at Walmart, not at Aldi's, and they didn't have that there. So in cases like this, as I said, I get one of those tiny bags of peanut butter M&Ms. But for some reason I saw the Andes mints and I was like, ooh, that should be good. Well, it wasn't. So, things happen. Almost done with this one. But yeah, my doctors are baffled about the toe cramps things. But that's the only time because it's been years since I've had this. And they try to figure out, and I try to figure out, and it's not... the problem is that, you know how normally when you have foot cramps, you walk them off. These cannot be walked off. I tried everything under the sun. I tried hot water, cold water, seltzer water, even the icy hot and capsicum creams. Tried massaging. Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering, it's monsoon. I know what you mean. I was wondering if it finally gave up or if it's still ongoing. Yeah, you see, it seems we have the same taste, Catherine. Okay, I think that this should be enough. So I'm going to just fold it for now. Enough. Yes, so I'm going to get it on the thinnest setting. Okay, and I'm going, but not right now, I'm going to kind of pull on it to make it even thinner than this. Okay, now let's cut this in two. And first I'm going to get this because this will be the simple one, okay? And make sure that I have everything I need. So as usual, I'm gonna use my faithful rod from Lowe's, this one. Trish has handles for these too if you want to get them. I already have this, so I thought it's really don't forget to always put Armor All on it. Okay. I'm not going to worry about the middle not showing as good in the other, in the one with the top sheet, because we already have mica shift, so that's going to show really good no matter what. I guess there was, when we had the rain today, there was so much crap deposited, so much, because I live in the Dust Bowl, deposited on roofs and stuff, that in the very beginning the rain was foaming. And remember, you can always use these little things to make something else, because it's going to look pretty. See, I'll show you. We're gonna burnish this. Hold on, there's more. Yay. Okay, so first burnishing. I didn't get me this paper. Yeah, we did have some floods while I was still living in Romania, but not of that extent. What I do remember, and again, they were worse after I left. There were some worse than that. I do remember snow that was so tall that it actually covered cars. I don't think you're even born yet, Christina, when that happened. And of course we are going to do a resining, so you can see how they look like. And obviously the one with the top will look better, but this is something, especially if you're going to venues before Halloween, this is something you can do a whole bunch very fast. So as somebody who used to sell at venues, I think it's a good thing. Okay, so this is, try to have the middle right in here. And if you want to make it darker than this, you can use, if you have the graphite, use the graphite with black, and you can use the sunset pearl with some red as well, not just the sunset pearl in the, or you can use red in the sunset pearl if you want to make it really, really pop out, so to speak. But they'll be fine like this, I am sure of it. Okay, now let's grab the second one, and as I said, I'm going to actually thin it out a bit. We don't want this to happen. Okay. And then place it on top of the base here, but backwards. So put the reddish pink on top of the dark silver, and make sure you don't get any. And then we'll get it again through the pasta machine on the thicker setting, because that's what this had. Actually, I'm gonna go one more because this is the making. Alrighty. By the way, it seems that making's not making pasta machines anymore. I really need to ask Trish, because one of you sent me a message on Facebook, on the Kalyana Facebook page, that they've been trying to find making's machine, and there was nowhere to be found. The only thing I was able to find was a motor, but not the machine. So on the other hand, if you go and look in my Amazon influencer store, it seems that Marcato, Atlas Marcato, is having some sales, because the price of there are several offers, and I put them in the Amazon influencer store. It's like 174 for a Marcato with motor, and this is actually more than it was on a Makins with motor. So if you want one without a motor, I think there's one for 54, I think it was. Let me just check. Give me just a second, and I will check, just in case you want to get a new machine. Let's actually look together. So this is the store, in case you don't have the link. That is horrible, Christina. So in the pasta machines, this is, you can see it's 164 just for the motor. But if you go all the way down, and just to show you, you can get the machine. There's only one, it's 54, but motor is unavailable, and it's like 164 at the only place that I found it. But look at this. There's an Imperia for 172 with motor. I guess the other one is gone, the full one. Yeah, there's no more, because there used to be, there was one with the motor for 174, but there's an Imperia for 172. So bummer. But you can see there's a one without a motor for 52. So that is really, really nice. It's a 150 now. It's not, I wonder how, I didn't look if this one is 150 or 180. This one is a 180. So if you don't know what 150 and 180 means, it means that it's the width in millimeter, the width of the rollers. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So yeah, I need to email Trish or call her to see what's going on with Makins, because I went on their website and they don't list pasta machines anymore. So something's going on there. Alrighty, so once again, let's and see how this comes around. I thought that you can, if you make the heart small enough, you can even put it in the middle if you make one of those bib necklaces, and you make the bib necklace just with very dark graphite. You can put the heart in the middle of the bib necklace, you know, just put it there, and maybe put a silver bezel around it. And you'll see how good it comes out, because the texture roller is so good and so deep. Oops, I went a little bit too thick, too deep here. Well, it's my fault. It's entirely my fault. I made a mess. But should have gone just straight for the hearts. Well, sometimes things happen. One thing that I was thinking, and I need to tell Trish about it, is while I was working with this for various other things, I was thinking that I need to find the exact shape that she could make. And just because this is so deep and it works wonders, does this remind you of anything? Anything at all? Because to me it looks a little bit like snake skin. So I think that, remember how I made the, hold on, let me find it. I made that tutorial with 4, of course it's not bake, it's snake. With just using a plain a plain grid thing. So let me go first of all. With faux silver. So I wonder how much better that that idea would work with. Yes, let me Let me put the link to this. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry you have to stay so late. Hi, Silver. Okay, so let's put this here. And then we will go with some resin. It's still hard, like, but you see how there's a pretty big difference. Actually, maybe I should put them more in the same. So they'll be side by side, then you can see how they look like better once they are. Haven't seen you for a while, Silver, I think. Hi, Ilyanka. It's okay. It's good that you made it, even if towards the end, but you know, you can always watch it after. You'll have to just wait a few minutes for them to process it. And I am just as a forward, I have a tentative date of a distash on the, let me make sure, let me finish this and I'm gonna look at the calendar to make sure that I'm not talking out of my, because initially I was going to hurry and try to do it by the end of September, but we still had 100 degrees. And as you know, if you ever purchased any of my distashes, I always put some canes as extras. And if the weather is so hot, I don't dare to, because they might get cooked by the time they get to you. So that is the reason why I haven't done it before. No, thank you. That is so kind and sweet. I'm going to have to go back on that first one. It starts doming and pulling away from the edges because I didn't put it right away under the lamp. But you'll see it's really, really pretty. I always liked the Loli style, I have to confess. I wish it was in style when I was the age that can afford to, you know. Oh, I have a hair. Finnegan's been very mopey today and very zooming all the time. I guess it might be because of the weather. At one point, he yelled at me to make me close the entrance door because the rain was very noisy outside. If you follow my personal profile on Facebook, I posted a video there. It was super noisy. And I guess he was bothered by the noise. He was a little bit scared. So he meowed his little head off until I closed the entrance door, because I had just the screen door. But he didn't like that. What can we do with such a little? He is bad. He is spoiled rotten. And I almost bought him another witch hat, but then I thought, well, he already has a witch hat home. So it's okay. Cobblestone, yeah, that would be cobblestone too, but already there are some pretty good cobblestone ones in the long red ones. In these ones, in this style. I know that when I bought them, they were in a package. I didn't find the package anymore on Amazon, just separate. Let me see, because I know there was a cobblestone, because I know I used it, or it was a Makins cobblestone. It was the Makins. This one is kind of shorter. No, it must have been the Makins cobblestone that I used, because I know I'd made those dragon skin bracelets tutorial. Okay. Now let's look at them, because you'll see it seems like a very simple thing, but a lot of times just little things can look beautiful. And you can still see the hearts. I didn't do that bad of a job. I personally like it better with this, with the thing on top. I like it better than the simple one. It brings the hearts more more forward, so to speak. And I said we're gonna play with this thing, because it needs burnishing. And one, I don't know, maybe next Sunday, or I don't know, maybe during the day, I'm going to, during the week, I'm going to jump up on online to show you, because how you can make, because I have tons of scrap clay, okay, and I decided I'm going to make some beads, especially because I have the bead rollers, and I'm still working on the sizes, because the main thing that was with the bead rollers, if you remember, I didn't know how much to put in, so I'm still experimenting with regular cutters to see for the bead rollers Trish has at Polyclay Play, to make things easier, and she's going to put it on the label. But I'm still experimenting. As I said last week, I was completely out of commission. It's let's get a few more here. But remember, put them on black, flip them over. Now imagine that you make that, like as I was saying, you make that bib necklace with a darker graphite. So put some black, make it like 1 part black, 2 parts graphite pearl. And then you put one of these right in the middle on it, It should look marvelous. Alrighty, so let's make a bead. Going to just grab the bits and pieces from here. And of course you can make earrings, you can make all kinds of stuff. And to be very honest, what I would do with this, and it works perfectly with this, I would make some combinations of white pearl. Thank you, sweet pea. A white pearl and gold and maybe a little bit of bronze, you know, make a few mixes. And you don't even have to do a skinner blend, just make a few mixes and just grab a few, you know, put the texture on. And then, hold on, this is not well focused. Grab a few. There we go, let me zoom in a little bit. Oh. There we go. Because I think it will look very much like some type of precious mineral stone, something. Okay, I already put this here. So I'm going to flatten it a little bit. This needs a bit more. But I'm going to use this. So gonna make it a little bit bigger. And yeah, I didn't have to make it bigger, but it's gonna be okay. And definitely either buff this or varnish it. But it's going to make it will make gorgeous beads. With all those. But as I said, I would try this with various hues of gold and white pearl and maybe even a little bit of bronze. Should look awesome. Anyway, this was the idea for the Goth Loli thing. And I hope you try it, and you can try it with various other colors. You can try it darker, you can try it redder, but this is the whole idea with it. And again, this roller, if you have another roller that's like even cobblestone for other colors, but this one I liked it especially because of the hearts. So I am actually curious. Probably would look very good with. This is what happens when you don't put armor. Not good. Now I was going to try some mica powder. And there we go. You could actually do this with mica powderish stuff. Look how pretty it is. Huh. Okay, ladies, I promise you I'll jump live if I start when I start making the beads, so we can just be together and you can clay in your house and I can do my stuff here, and we'll have fun. Okay, thank you so much. Please don't forget to thumbs up. Don't forget that the membership is open, and at least I'm going to try my best to post at least one video a week. And don't forget to use my affiliate link with Polyclay Play and my Amazon influencer store, because that helps me help you. Okay, thank you so much. I love you all, and see you next Sunday, when maybe before. Okay, bye.